All right, a quick wrap. It's Eve from MarketWizards.com and eMiniWizard.com on the 24th of October, 2019, just about 11:30. Writing traders use risk capital you can afford to lose. All right, we've had a fairly good morning, I would think. We had suggested if we get lucky, this 15.5 will be our resistance. Try to get to the gap, half gap targets. And if we could get there, be happy. And then below that, look for the double bottom test at the 03s, 02s. Make sure paid by 275. And then we said the buy zone should be 98 support. We pointed to this, and that's yesterday's middle, in the weekly middle area there. And we pointed to this exact doji bar as our support. If that holds, then we could get a little traction and get the Z pattern, which would get us back to retest the 6 area and then the 08s and then the good fortune territory above that. And paid for sure by 10 to 11. And this was a Z pattern we talked about. Talked about the importance of not being a turtle. Stick your neck out up here, get caught. Stick your neck out down here just below that low, get caught and get squeezed back. Charlie is always trying to buy the breakouts and gets caught, and we tend to range trade more than that. So this was a educated guess that this was our support. We said this is 98 support. If it holds, then plan on coming back in and testing at least the 7 to 8s. And above that, tight stop. It's all we can do. Try to make these educated guesses. If I look at charts like this that tell us, oh, we did very well to get back here. Now the squeeze back. This is the boys trying to bump these shorts right here. This is where the second thrust came from. Down, down. You want to keep an eye on those locations because that's typically what the boys try to knock out. Right, and that just happens to be our demon. Just above it a tick. And we said no man's land, that the boys need to get it through. Come up and test our demon. Angel is set at 3 1/4. So I said, this is not terrible. This is normal backing and filling. Paid for sure. Scene of the crime was 11. Kyle had posted the other day. Still got 98 support. Still broken. There's our megaphone support transition here, and now in this fighting box. So now we know we can move this up. Boys have got them both ways today in this long way home trade. And I've said, do not rule out the possibility of getting to 18s to even 23 by the end of the day tomorrow. Anybody that has played this pattern, again, we're in a megaphone where we can go up higher highs and lower lows. It's a crazy pattern. It's a tough one to trade unless you see it. And then you understand the power of the swings back and forth, all black, all white. Because this was so fast, it can get all re-auctioned again. Paid for sure by 11s. Good fortune up above 11s to 12.5. Anybody wants one more short today? Don't think of it as taking out the low. Just think of it as a profit-taking swing from the longs. And this chart was our best friend right here today too. Boom. Little squeeze pattern and try to knock out all the re-entry shorts. Anybody who took the contra trade because the trend was down, and this is a contra. Said first things first, you got to get at least a little head of steam going, at least get back here to that 5 to 7 area. And then if we can get follow through, it'll come back up and start to test the high end. Clear megaphone. And that's the way the megaphone typically will work and come back and eventually settle in no man's land. All right, hope you had a good morning. Hope you learned something. And I thank all of you for obviously your posts and questions and ideas. And when it swings like this, very challenging. You're going to leave chips on the table just the way it is. Be happy making something out of the day. That's the name of the game. And then get very jealous. I said, be very careful, shorts. Make sure you lock it, Don't just give it all back. It's your money now. It's not the markets. Keep it in your pocket. All right. Catch you in the Slack room.